Welcome to our first Dev Diary. Are we gonna do this more often?
Yes, every 2 weeks.
Nice.
Welcome to our Dev Diary. In this video, we're gonna cover the feature release of Nowa 3.4. But before we start, we're gonna talk about last year's progress.
2025 was a great year for Nowa. We launched Nowa 3.0 in August, and from that moment, you could build serious and production Flutter apps insanely fast with AI and visual development side by side from the first step to the last step, while still getting a source code that is clean and you can rely on for production. From that moment, we saw people from founders to freelancers to agencies to even big companies building apps for more than hundreds of thousands of users. This year, we have big plans for you, starting from today.
2026, we're gonna do, this is not the camera, this is the camera. So, for 2026, we have a lot of new and major updates. First of all, we're gonna start, as we said, with our bi-weekly feature releases. We have better community support and, most importantly, new style of content and communication between us and you guys, starting with this Dev Diary.
Our biggest feature in this version is Supabase MCP. Before this, you were able to build the front end completely in Nowa, but you still had to manage the backend manually. But not anymore. Because now, with Supabase MCP, the Nowa Agent can access your Supabase backend and do the necessary work to make your app fully functional. So with this, all you need is to write simple prompts to Nowa Agent, and it will do the work on the front end and also the back end, giving you the option to build a full stack app from a single interface. Let's now see how it works. So the first step is connect your app to Supabase. Click on Connect in Supabase panel and then click on Authorize. You will then see a list of Supabase projects. Choose an existing one or simply create a new one. Set up a database password and then click on Create. Now wait a moment and the setup will be completed. The authentication functions are also created for you out of the box. Now I open the agent panel and here I can enable the Supabase MCP. I will also enable the thinking mode. And here I will write a prompt to create a simple to-do app where users can create tasks in their account with description, priority, and due date. To get better results, I told the agent to just create a plan first so I can view it before any implementation. Here, I need to approve any operation that's happening on the MCP. Now, I can see that the agent is making the initial plan, but the agent has some questions. So I will jump and answer those questions. And by answering the questions, the agent will have a much better idea of what I want to achieve. So now using my answers, the agent refined the plan and I can see the new plan is really good. So I will just tell it to implement it. Now the implementation process started. I can see the agent thinking about it and now the actual implementation will start. Here I need to approve another MCP operation because the agent now is implementing the backend as well as the frontend. So the implementation is done. Now I can see a summary of the implementation and I can see the home page now on the board. But in the end of the chat, I can see the new screens created by the agent. I will drag and drop them on the board. It looks like I deleted the home page by mistake. So now I will go to the files and drop it back on the board. Now I can select the authentication page and then play the app to start the app from there. Now I will click on the sign up and create a new account. I see it sent a verification email. So let me go back to the Supabase dashboard and click on authentication. Here I can see the created user and I can see that it says it's waiting for verification. So let me do that. So I went to my mailbox and I verified the account. Now if I click on refresh, I can see that waiting for verification went away. So now I can log into my account. Now I can see the home page of my app and it looks really nice. So let me test it out by adding a task quickly. And now I will set the priority and then I will set the due date and let's add the task. Now I can see the task added in my homepage. So let me go back to Supabase and click on the table editor. Nice. I can see now under the tasks table, I can see my task with the details I entered. So let me try to mark this task as done and see if the database will update. If I go back to Supabase and I click on refresh, now I can see the boolean is true for is completed, which is nice. Now let me log out from the app. I want to see that if I log in again, I will see the same task. And yes, I can see that the task is actually connected to the account. Now let me try to create another task for me to see how things will look like. Nice, now I can see the new task added. The statistics panel looks also correct. So now if I go back to the database and I refresh the page, I can then see the new added task as well. Great.
Another small improvement we did is that now when you talk to our AI agent, in the end of the chat, you will see the new things added to your project. And you can also drag and drop them to your board. Also, our AI agent got a boost in this release. You will notice that now it produces better results, faster, and it consumes less credits. Let's talk about what's coming next. In the next release, we will be introducing payments, and you will be able to integrate Stripe and in-app purchase in a very easy way inside your app in Nowa. Another thing is we will be introducing a new routing system. With this, you will be able to enable deep linking. So when you get a notification, you can forward this notification to an exact place in your app. And for web apps, you will be able to navigate exactly to a specific screen using the link.
Subscribe.